Yo, 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 what's up? You're tuning in with the Tech Don. In today's episode, I will be talking about how did I go from $0 in my bank account. Actually, it was negative. I had negatives. It's a true story. Negative dollars in my bank account to now grossing annually over six figures, literally. But today it's gonna be good, man. We're gonna talk about how I break in, how I actually crack in, and get into the software engineering field. Okay, so how did I crack into the code industry? That is a great question. I love that question. I love when people ask me that question. Like little old me. No, I'm playing. Okay, literally. Before I even get into that, how I even cracked into it, let me talk about what brought me into programming. Like why did I even start programming? So what brought me to programming? Well, let me start off with my background first. So as you know, I'm a former athlete. I used to play basketball, and I say my basketball career has been very successful. I have accomplished every goal I wanted to accomplish. I'm a two times Finals MVP. I'm a two times Finals champion. No, I'm joking. I'm not a Finals MVP or no Finals champion. I wish, but no, honestly, yeah. My basketball career went very well for me. I accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish. Now, I say that because I believe that. Athletes and software engineering go hand to hand. Even though this is a very unpopular opinion, I think, because it's kind of you could be like, how. The reason why I say they go hand in hand is because it's the mindsets. Like the athlete mindset is insane. A software engineer mindset is insane. Like I can go down the line of I can go down a list of it. Like I can go down the line. Like you have your focus, you have the sharpness, the not giving up, the constantly getting better, the constantly it's just the drive, the passion. Like they both is literally the same exact thing. That's why I say that they go hand in hand before all the unpopular opinions pop out. But that's why I say they go hand in hand. And for me, especially making that shift of being both, yeah, that's facts. I feel like it's facts. I feel like it's facts. But yeah, let me jump into why I became a software engineer and how I became it. Now, I'm gonna give you real life examples. So this is the best way I can explain this. Let's say I was in a low point of life. I was at a low point. I was going through some tough times, and I remember laying in my bed. I will not forget this. I remember laying in my bed, and I was at that point in life to where it's like, hey, something has to change. Something got to shake. I'm ready to start. Something has to, it's just the time was ticking and something has to go. So that's what basically where I'm getting at. Something has to go. So I'm just like, okay, get on Google. I start Googling fields like where I could, like the most successful fields and high paying fields in that nature. Of course, people probably ashamed to say, I'm going to tell you the truth. I was Googling high paying fields at this point. And, software engineering popped up. And the reason what stuck out to me is the rate. Like they are very needed. Like software engineers are very valuable, super valuable. So I'm like, this is perfect for me, especially me being a numbers guy. I'm like, hey, this is perfect. I'm like, that day forward, I said I'm a software engineer. That's how I started. I know you're like, no way. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. I told myself before I became a software engineer, I was already telling myself I was a software engineer. And so I have like a very competitive mindset drive too. And that's where I get from being an athlete. That's why I say it goes hand in hand. It plays out at the end. But it's like, yeah, I have to tell myself I'm a software engineer. So after I going through this low point in life, I started learning how to code and whatnot. And what was so great for me is that at this low point, when you're at a low point, you're filled with so much motivation that you want to, you want to come out, prove everyone wrong, or prove whatever is going on that you can rise above it and whatnot. And that's exactly what I did. So I came out with like a burning desire, like a bunch of motivation. And one thing with motivation is that a lot of people don't express enough is that motivation burns out. Like it runs out. So luckily for me, like this is serious. Like luckily, before my motivation burnt out, I actually gained the passion for software development, from actually building applications, learning about the web, learning about the web development. Period. I actually gained the desire for it. I actually started to like it and I really believe I started to like it because it was like a replacement of basketball for me. It was a replacement. I was already at a low period in life, and that was I made that my hobby, and I made it one of my habits, and it actually it's a habit I stuck with ever since. So it's like that was the best thing I ever done. So that's why I actually started to like it before the motivation ring had burnt out. I started to like it because I actually forced it to become a habit, and I actually started to enjoy it. Now I would say if I'm giving advice to someone's jumping into this field, I would definitely say find that rhythm where you can actually start to enjoy it, because it'd be so much better for you, like way much better. It'd be easier, less overwhelming, less confusing. It'd be so much better. But yeah, I just fell in love with coding, and did I fall in love with coding? I actually fell in love with the process of actually getting better, being a sponge, constantly waking up and answering. It actually helped me so much in life. Started reading more, started having positive habits, getting better and better every day, trying to see what can I do to improve on my self-growth. And I would say coding was a big part in that, because the focus you have to understand these languages that you will be learning, you will see it actually enhances you in a variety of ways of life. But yeah, I definitely would say it's the best move I ever made in my life, best decision I made in my life. Following along with me, this channel would definitely have great content for you on which path to take, what road to take, and how to actually crack into the software industry, because I know how it feels going into this industry with no direction, no roadmap. So yeah, if you follow along with me, just hit that like and subscribe button, and thank you. Tech Done is checking out.